Hi, Saskatoon Worship Community. This is Mike and Chandra and Aaron, and we're part of the leadership team. Uh, we just the point of this video is to say Merry Christmas first of all, and also to express our thanks and encouragement to you guys as our community and as our family and friends. And so yeah, Merry Christmas. This is an exciting time of year. It's a time where we get to take a little break and step back from our jobs and school and stuff like that, and just really connect with friends and family and celebrate the reason for the season, and that is Jesus Christ. So I want to bring our focus back to that right now and just reflect on that a little bit. It'd be good to focus on that with your family and friends, and really reflect on the sacrifice that he made and the fact that Jesus loved us so much that he was willing to come from heaven and spend time on earth as human, and to sacrifice his life for us, to die a painful death and to rise again 3 days later and to defeat death. It expresses his power and his love, and we need to be reflecting upon that and be thankful for it and be encouraged by it and use it as motivation to go out into the world and show his love and power through the actions and the words that we say and do. So beyond that, I want to communicate a little bit what's on our hearts right now. We're going through a season of discernment and direction, and this is because we've been around for about a year and a half. We've been holding events monthly for about that time, and we've kind of reached the point where we need to step back and take a big picture perspective and really examine what Saskatoon Worship Community is. Why does it exist? What is its purpose? And where do we see it going in the future? And the biggest part of that is really examining God's will and what he says in the Bible, and what his call on our lives as believers and as children of God is. So we've been trying to put together a vision and a mission, and examine what God's values are so we can align our values with his, and as a result of that, shape a clear direction and a clear purpose. So we're setting goals. We're really getting down to it, and we're excited about that, and you guys should be excited too. We want to be able to clearly communicate what this is so that you guys can really become a part of it and align yourselves with that. But Chandra's going to talk a little bit more about that in a second. So yeah, I just want to reiterate that Saskatoon Worship Community is not a church. It's not its own entity. Our mission is to be a movement centered around Christ, that it inspires action as a response to the sacrifice that he made for us and the call that he's placed on our lives to build his kingdom. And we want to express that we value church and those ministry organizations that already exist to serve the needs that are so prevalent in our society. And we want to expose those and provide channels and opportunities for you as a community to get involved, to get your hands dirty, and to really be the hands and feet of Jesus.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a church, find one. Consider it your family. They will be there for you, and I encourage you to build relationships with the leadership and individuals, the congregation in those churches, and really grow and walk with them, and just use that as your foundation to build your relationship with God.
Yeah, like Mike said, at the Saskatoon Worship Community, we don't want it to be viewed as a church substitute. We don't want to say that because you're a part of this, then we don't want you to be committed to a local church. Instead, we want to continue to encourage and help provide opportunities to become committed to a local church, and then come out of that church and gather together and celebrate what God is doing in the churches in Saskatoon by worshiping him together, by singing songs that praise his name together. But we don't want you to come into this blindly. We don't want you to be uninformed about what the Saskatoon Worship Community is. We want you to know us and our hearts and where we think God is leading this. And that's why we really are valuing this time of direction and discernment and definition, because we feel like God is giving us an opportunity to declare those things and then offer them up to you guys. As a young generation, there's far too many times where we dive into initiatives without really taking the time to get to know them, and without knowing if we're actually prepared to align ourselves with the vision of that initiative and be able to actually be committed to seeing that vision come to life. And so as we spend time seeking that vision for the Saskatoon worship community, we just want to ask you guys to join into that and to seek that vision with us, to pray and to ask God to speak to your heart and to show you things for this city and for this community specifically, and bring those things to us. Bring those things to us, because we want totally the Spirit to be communicating to you as much as it's communicating to us. And then once we're able to provide a little more of a clear and concise vision and mission statement, we ask that you guys take the time to read it over and to pray about it and ask yourself, is this something that I want to align myself with? And if you do, ask yourself, is this something that I can also invite the people that I have in my sphere of influence to align themselves with as well? God has given us an amazing community around us that continues to grow. We're so blessed by it. And we just want to allow you guys to have an understanding, an idea of what we think that this is supposed to be all about.
Here at SWC, we want to be able to give people the opportunity to get involved and be a part of what we have going on here. We're all about people, and we're all about seeing relationships formed. And one thing that we wanted to get across as a group is that it's really not about the people that are on stage. It's not about the people in the band or the people who are directly involved in planning the events monthly. But it's really about the community and seeing relationships formed, and that's what we really want to see. To us, it's super cool to see a full theater like the Roxy Theater, and that it's super encouraging, but really it's all about relationships to us, and it's all about you as an individual building relationships within your local church, like we're talking about, and building relationships with people in all walks of life, so that together as one community we can build this community into a larger one, that's something even greater and for God's purpose, and that's what we long to see here. As a community, we value being one-minded with Christ, like it says in Ephesians 4, one God and Father of all. Everything you are and think and do is permeated in oneness. And that is something that we really have taken a hold of here at SWC, and what we always kind of talk about, and it goes along with our core value, which is unity in Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so thank you to those who have been involved so far, and to those who have yet to step into what is going on and get and experience it with us. Be encouraged. Be excited about what God has accomplished through us and in us this year, and what He has yet to accomplish in 2012. Get excited. Invite your friends. Give them the opportunity to take part, and also get involved elsewhere. Not just Saskatoon Worship Community, but like I said before, plug into your church, plug into local ministries, and just really be the hands and feet in Jesus. So, we love you guys. Have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you soon.